Greetings, everybody. It's your old pal Frank here, and happy Monday. Hope everyone had a great weekend, and I hope everyone's week is starting off swell. Also, I just wanted to say, I know in certain parts of the country right now, and down in the States too, I know there's a bit of a heat wave going on at the moment, and I just wanted to say to those of you out there who are affected by it, I hope you're finding ways to stay cool, stay hydrated, etc., etc. Myself, I'm sure you can hear it in the background. First thing Saturday morning, when I finished work, I bolted to Walmart and got myself a new air conditioner because I knew with the heat that was on the way, I could have all the fans running in the world and they wouldn't make a lick of difference and would not be able to stand up to 40 to 45 degree weather. So, hence the new AC. Also, the one I've been using for the last little while is kind of on the fritz, so it was time for a new one. So today, folks, we are doing a backlog mail day. However, today I'm only going to be opening one piece of mail. Why, you ask? Well, you see, it's because it's in this huge bubble mailer, and I believe there's over 100 cards in here. So I figured if it's 100 plus, that's good enough for its own video. So, yeah. Also, this morning, I did venture out into the heat for a bit because I had to take care of a couple errands, including heading to the post office because I had to mail out a couple things. I did a couple trades on Trading Card Database, so I had to mail out my end of the trade, and then I did a trade with someone in one of the Tim Hortons card groups I'm in. So I had to mail his cards out. And I figured while I was at the post office, why not pick up a package that's been waiting for me since almost the beginning of the month. Now, the reason why it's been sitting at the post office for so long is because I had to kind of muster up the cash to pay the CBSA postal import fee. What's the CBSA? Why, that's the Canadian Border Services Agency. Yes, they need their money. They needed $55 worth of my money. But anyway, I paid it, and now the package is safely here at home. And for those wondering, this package comes from one Mr. Eric, aka The Card Closet. And you may be familiar with a video he did a little while back mentioning that he was basically getting rid of a bunch of his extras. And he said if anyone was interested, he was willing to send them to you for free. All he had to do was, depending where you were, was take care of the shipping. And in order to get a hold of him, all you had to do was either leave a comment on that video or email him or get in contact with him through Trading Card Database, which is what I did. And after getting in contact with them, we worked out a colossal deal. Now, not all the cards that he sent me were free. He did have some other stuff I was very interested in that I did actually purchase from him, but he included those in with all the free stuff. And so now I'm just currently working on paying off the shipping, because this is a doozy of a package he sent me. You want to see it for yourself? All right, well, let's just mosey on over here, and bam! Look at that sucker. Yeah, I don't care about showing my address off on camera. But for Eric's sake, I did bleed out his address. Just left his channel name. But Can you see the quantity there? I know it's a little blurry, but that does say 2,500 cards. Yes, this is a 12-pound box, and this is going to be a doozy to go through. So I will say this: there's a lot of junk wax in there, so I won't go over every single card, but I will take a look at everything that he did send me. I'll check on Trading Card Database, and I'll make a little note of some of like the big highlight cards, like besides the stuff that I actually bought from him. So I'll make a note of some of the highlight stuff, and I'll put those aside, and I'll show those on camera, because if I was to do every single card in here, I think that would be a good maybe 2, even 3 hour video, maybe even more. So, and I know I could always split it up into multiple videos in that, but no disrespect to Eric or anything. I just want to eventually get into this thing, show off show off some of the goods, and then start putting them together and possibly getting them into binders and whatnot. So, yeah. Anyway, enough talking. We're already at like the 6 minutes and 40-second mark here. So, before we get into today's package, you know the routine around here, and that is we do not look at anything or open anything until we have our card of the day. And I figured, since I still have them out, I didn't sort them yet. I showed this off on Friday, and it is a new addition to the Marty Broder PC. This is card number 919, and it is a 2022-23 Black Diamond Cup Winners Patches card of the man himself. So now that we got that, I'm gonna take a quick swig here. I'm gonna go open this up, get all the cards out, and be right back. Okay? 1 sec.
2 hours later.
Alrighty, folks. I'm back, and it is currently 4:36. And I kid you not, I started opening up this package at 10 after 4. Yeah, it has taken me almost half an hour to get every single card out. And that is because all the cards were in plastic, were in card savers. They were taped. Thankfully, it was green painter's tape. And they were all wedged between two of these styrofoam poster board things, or whatever you want to call them. So, yeah, nothing was getting into this package. And no matter what machine this package went through, these cards weren't going anywhere. And I appreciate that. Now, I know some people out there, they do not like the use of excessive tape and whatnot, and I feel ya. I'm one of those people. But when it's done right, like how these cards were packaged, I don't mind. So this package gets a pass. But now that I've got everything out, we can finally take a look at what we got. And I can tell you this, the majority of the cards in here are all from the 1976-77 Topps hockey set. Yes. So I guess after 71-72 is done, and you saw not too long ago, I just got a big chunk of 74-75. I guess after 74-75, we're doing 76, 77. I don't mind. Vintage hockey is awesome. But we also got some other stuff. We got some Tim Hortons stuff. Yeah, I'm going to have to bring this bad boy down because we got some Broders too. So, before I start boring you with 76, 77 tops, we'll go over all the other miscellaneous stuff that's in here. So, starting with a couple of 0405 in the game franchise cards. So we got Orest Kindrachuk on the Flyers, and we got Mr. Tim Kerr as well. And then from Tim Hortons, it's just various sets. We got the Above the Ice of Igor Shesterkin. We got a couple of Team Canada base cards. So we got Jonathan Huberdeau and Jeff Carter. We got a who I think is going to be a former Maple Leaf very soon. Mitch Marner, red die cut. And that's from the 22-23 set. Got a Tyler Seguin base from 23-24 because it's like, I think the only base card I'm missing from that set. We got the Uri Slafkovsky in motion Phenoms, as well as the Matty Beniers. And we got a couple of rookie connections. First we got Nathan McKinnon and Alexander Barkov. And we got Renata Fast and Laura Stacey. And then following that, we got a miscut, but I don't care because it's an 83 O-Pee-Chee, not Topps, rookie card of probably one of, if not hockey's greatest badasses. I'm talking about Mr. Knuckles Nyland. Yes, got an 83 O-Pee-Chee Chris Nyland rookie card. Very cool. And then let's go over to Broders now before we get into the 76, 77. So we got a, where's the date or year? I don't see it. Okay, I think this is a 95-96 Parkhurst. Is this a Parkhurst International? I'm not sure, but there we have it. And we have a 05-06 NHL finalist, all-time greatest finalist right there. Then we got a 94 Fleer. Yeah, 94 Fleer power play. It's like a tall boy. And we have, and he put it in like a plastic sleeve thingy. I'm guessing this is early 90s. I mean, it's officially licensed. It's from Panini, and it's kind of like a 5x8 or whatever. So, and it counts. This is on the trading card database list of Brodeur stuff, so that'll go towards the total. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Four new Brodeurs, and let's click them off now before I forget. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 923. Let's go. All right, now let's get these out of the way. Okay, let's just put those there. And now let's take a look at some 76, 77 Topps goodness. I mean, this is all the stuff that was in like little plastic bags. And then there's another little stack here that are still in like the card savers. So let's just go through these quick. So Bill Goldsworthy, Greg Paulus, John Bednarski, looking very confused. Dallas Smith, Michael Bergeron, Brian Watson, J.P. Bordelot, everyone's favorite, Mr. Nick Beverly. Look at that hair. That Neil Diamond hair. If you don't get it, just go watch Maiden. Maiden's World of Wax. Bobby Clark, first team All-Star. Nick Libet, Heartland Monahan, Bob McMillan, and Gary Doak. Those are our card saver cards. Mind you, I think out of all of them, probably the Bobby Clark should be the only one actually in a card saver. But anyway, and now we got all these. I'll try and go through them as quick as possible. Tom Lisiak, Dennis Ververgert, Bill Barber, probably one of the greatest TTMers in the game. Daryl Edstrand, Dave Maloney, Guy Charon, Stan Gilbertson. One of my favorite names, Bob Schmotz. Gilles Marat, Lorne Henning, Walt McKechnie, Ross Lonsbury. You did not mess with this guy. Kurt Bennett, Jacques Richard, Ed Westfall, Jean Pronovo, Wayne Merrick, Mike Murphy. Who's hiding behind Mike Murphy? Randy Manry. We got Kenny Hodge, Jerry Korab, Andre Saint Laurent, Phil Russell, Denny O'Brien, Wilf Piment. I think he's known for scoring the 100,000th goal in NHL history, or something along those lines. René Robert, 1/3 of the French Connection. Joe Watson, Darcy Rhoda, Rick Lapointe, Silaps. Actually, it's Silaps Jr. Bob Murdoch, Mike Blom, Bill Fairbairn, the legend Brad Park, Burt Marshall, Chuck Lefley. We got a record breakers of Reggie Leach, most goals in the playoffs. Henry Buka. I love seeing cards of this guy because of that headband he always wore. Vic Vanaski, Buster Harvey. Here we go. Some of my favorites. And I wish Upper Deck would start doing these again. I wish hockey in general would start doing stuff like this again. Having special lines like the French Connection, the LCB line, or the Bicentennial line. You know, like, that was cool. Or the Punch line, the Kraut line. Like, oh my God. So many lines from back in the day in the game of hockey were just awesome. All right, we got Bob Kelly, Walt Tkachuk, rocking a sweet mustache. Hank Nowak, Vic Hadfield, Ron Stackhouse, Bill Hogaboom, Jean Rattel, Bill Clement, Dave Burrows, Dennis Marouk, one of the greatest mustaches around, probably next to Lanny McDonald. Ernie Hickey, Marcel Dion, let's go. Jean Potvin, Don Lucy, Johnny Busick, the Chief, Dan Maloney, Barry Wilkins, Dean Talafou, or Foose, Tom Reed, Clark Gillies, R.I.P., Andre Dupont. We got the Red Wings team That's probably one of the greatest cards in this whole set. Bob Nystrom. And if you look at his card in the previous year from the 75-76 set, it looks almost like the same picture just before he started laughing. He's smiling. I think it's the same photo shoot. And then you look at this one and he's finally laughing. But probably the greatest photo out of any card in this set. Greg Shepard, Alan Daig, Gary Bergman, Tom Bladden, Wayne Cashman, Pete Stemkowski, Red Berenson, Al McAdam. Is it McAdam? Yes, McAdam. Rick Blight, Cliff Coral, Dave Forbes, Fred Barrett, Ivan Boldyrev, Gary Dornhoff rocking a full beard. Something you didn't really see, at least in pictures I've seen of him. You don't really see that much. Carol Vadney, a checklist, and look at that, clean, not checked off. Gary Unger, and we finish with one Mr. J. Bob Kelly. There you go. Now, it is currently, okay, I may have exaggerated on the time I said it was when we started recording this. Okay, it's 4:54, and that's all I got for you. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, sound off in the comments below. Let me know what were some of your favorite cards shown today. Let me know who's your favorite player out of the 76-77 set. Let me know what you got going on this week as well. If you got anything coming up this weekend, I'd like to know. And yeah, that's it. Also, make sure to dip on down into the description of this video as well as every other video, because I always have links down there to a ton of awesome channels that I think you should be checking out if you're not already. And of course, before leaving, if you'd like to, you don't have to if you don't want to, but if you'd like to, make sure to click that subscribe button, and if you do, click the little bell next to it so you know when my videos go live. Alrighty, so that's it for me. Hope you guys have a great remaining Monday. Hope you guys have an awesome week, and I will see you back here on Friday for everyone's favorite show on YouTube, the Friday Recap. One other thing, folks, I just wanted to say a huge congratulations to Julie Farnham, who just hit the 1K subscriber mark here on YouTube. So if you are not subbed to Julie's channel, although I know most of you are, but if you're not, I highly suggest you go over there and do so, and go give her some congratulatory comments and love and whatnot. Alrighty, so till I lost my train of thought. Monday, week, Friday. Alright, so to all of you out there watching, I say till next time. I knew I'd get it. Laters!